The mainstream media is so powerful, they could put out a story with no evidence that they have no video or audio proof of. Then they'll cover up that same story for the people that they do like with audio and video evidence. The perfect example of this is how they said that President Trump called the military suckers and losers. We'll get into that story in a second, but let's watch Joe Biden do exactly what they claimed President Trump did by disparaging the military right in front of them, calling them bastards.
I have incredibly good judgment. One, I married Jill. And two, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Let's clap for that, you stupid bastard. Man, you are a dull bunch. Must be slow here, man. No. You know, look, in full disclosure,
he attacked them as being a dull bunch and even calling them slow, which is obvious projection tactics because I think it's him that's a little bit slow. But the media covered it up. They said, no, he was just joking. He was just joking. Look at these guys' faces. Do they think he's joking? Is anybody here laughing? First of all, it's not a joke. Second of all, it's not funny. Third of all, this is what Joe Biden always does. When he gets flustered, he starts getting angry and attacking other people for his own incompetencies and shortcomings.
I'm going to support you if you win the nomination because we got to get rid of Trump.
It started off fine, but Biden quickly became agitated when Fallon didn't agree to support him in the caucuses.
We got to stop building and replacing pipelines. You got to go vote for somebody else.
All right, thanks so much, sir. We're going to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm going to vote you in the general if you treat me
right.
right.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not.
Well, can I have a
Look,
picture?
you're asking a picture of me. You're coming up and telling me you don't support me.
No.
My plan. Yeah, you did. You said you
I said I would support you in the general.
In the general. I'm looking for a primary.
We're happy to get a number. We can follow up.
That's what I'm looking for, okay?
you said I set up my son to work in an oil company. Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack.
About how you intend on getting the union vote when there is a large portion of the union workers that are gun enthusiasts, and you are actively trying to diminish your Second Amendment right and take away our guns.
You're full of shit.
All right, thank you
Now,
guys.
shush. Shush. I'm not taking your gun away at all. You need 100 rounds.
So when you were with Beto, when you said you're going to take our guns, that
I
means
did
what?
not say that. That's not true. I did not say that.
It's a viral video.
It's a viral video like the other ones they're putting out there. It's simply a lie.
Your voice, you said that you're taking the guns.
Well, he just clarified it.
Wait. Take your AR-14s and what?
Okay, this is not okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Hey, let's
You
get
went
Don't
over
tell me
to
this.
the
I
same
want to
video.
go outside.
There's a lot of guys.
You're
A lot of guys
working for
wanted.
me, man.
I'm not worried.
Hold on.
Give me a break, man. Don't be such a
You're
horse
pushing
guy.
up on me.
Hey, there's a lot of
Hey.
Speak to Joe.
Look, here's the deal.
Go.
Here's the deal. Are you able to own a machine gun?
Why on a machine
I said, are you able to own one? I'm the law.
Machine guns are illegal.
That's right. So AR-15's illegal.
How is that in a machine gun?
No, it's not.
Semi-automatic.
Yeah, do you need 100 rounds? Do you need 100 rounds?
Whether or not sexual harassment is a grave offense. I said from the beginning, this is about whether or not sexual harassment occurred. And lastly, Judge, with me from the beginning and at this moment until the end, the presumption is with you.
And from my standpoint, as a black American, as far as I'm concerned, it is a high-tech lynching for uppity blacks who in any way deign to think for themselves, to do for themselves, to have different ideas. And it is a message that unless you kowtow to an old order, this is what will happen to you. You will be lynched, destroyed, caricatured by a committee of the U.S. Senate rather than hung from a tree.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard. Man, you are a dull bunch. Must be slow here, man.
So we have on video footage him disrespecting the military, and almost all of mass media is serving as a PR team for him to cover it up, to act like he never did it or it was just a joke, when in reality it looked more like an embarrassed reaction to people not caring about what he said. Most people never even saw that video or heard that story. But one of the biggest stories of the month was Trump called the military suckers and losers, and that story quite possibly shifted the entire election. It ticked off millions of people, especially veterans, and I'm sure cost him a lot of votes. But did he ever ever say it, and do they even have proof that he said it? That headline comes from Jeffrey Goldberg in The Atlantic, and even The Hill admitted, The Atlantic Trump's report, we should know the sources of a story this important. Wait, so there's no video footage of it, there's no audio footage of it, there's just sources? Well, what sources? Problem is we don't know those sources because they stayed anonymous, so you'll notice that there are no names attached to those accusations, just that there were 4 people who supposedly had first-hand knowledge of what the president is alleged to have said. Why wouldn't they go on record? So basically this is a gossip story. It's a word of he said, she said. It's somebody that doesn't like the president said he said something really bad, but we're so not confident about this story that we're not even going to say who we are. So pretty much this could be anything. I could write an article and say, well, somebody told me that they had first-hand account or they had second-hand account that they said something. That's not journalism. This is like TMZ level gossip or those little tabloids you get at the grocery store. That's what this reporting was. They have no proof. They have no evidence. They have no named sources. And this is what the media has been doing the last 3 or 4 years. Anonymous sources in The Atlantic or New York Times and Washington Post, and then all mass media covers it. Well, they said it, they said that they said it. This is the level of reporting, and people are so dumb and so brainwashed and so anti-Trump that they'll believe everything. So you have video footage of Joe Biden disrespecting the military, and nobody seems to care or know about it. And you have anonymous sources who have no proof that Trump said this when he claims he didn't say this. Even his own enemies and people who've written books about him in a negative light said this didn't happen as well. John Bolton does not like the president. He wrote a whole book about him. In many ways, you could say he's working against President Trump. And even he said that was simply false. I don't know who told the author that, but that was false. So people who hate the president and who have no problem disparaging him, they said that didn't even happen. So who is this Jeffrey Goldberg who wrote the smear story on Trump with the anonymous sources that most are claiming, including the president himself and his advisors at the time who don't even like him, said never happened? Jeffrey Goldberg, the journalist who wrote, yes, I know I started the Iraq War, who also penned the story, Is It Time for the Jews to Leave Europe? Blaming right-wing fascists for a rise in anti-Semitism. Jeffrey Goldberg, I think the best way to lower anti-Semitism is to just not be a horrible person. Maybe you should try it sometime. Maybe source your story if you're confident about it, and if you made it up or talked to people who lied to you and you published it anyway, something to consider. People aren't going to like that, but I don't think you need to drag your entire ethnicity down with you and tell them to leave an entire continent, but it's up to you. So is this guy the most respected, trustworthy name in journalism that would never lie? I mean, I don't think so. But this is what the media has become. And that's why it's very interesting that Joe Biden disrespected the military just a few weeks after this story came out, because it's almost like Joe Biden is the karma for everything that they pretended Donald Trump is. Donald Trump's losing his mind. He's corrupt. He did that. It's like Joe Biden's all of those things. And as soon as you lie and make up a fake story, or most likely a fake story, with no proof about Trump disrespecting the military people in a way that he probably never did, then Joe Biden literally almost does the same exact thing, probably worse, right to your face on video. So that's what you get. But these people have no problem lying with anonymous sources. Adam Schiff did a whole false retelling of the Trump-Ukraine phone call, and when it was found out that what he said was completely made up, he said, oh no, that was just a parody. So when you get caught not telling the truth, it's a parody. Oh, what I told you was true just a few days ago was actually just me making stuff up, just exaggerating it. No, we get it. It's also known as a lie. You get caught lying. But that's what's happening in this country. If you hate the president, you can lie, you could cheat, you could be a terrible person, you could do fake journalism, you can make up anonymous sources and turn journalism in America into a teenage girl gossip tabloid. And then if you are the president, or you support the president, or you're just not a total liar, and you have evidence, proof, video footage, audio footage, they'll send the whole media, the fact checkers, and all their PR team lackeys to cover up for it. Oh no, he was just joking. He didn't mean it. Don't look that way. Look at our fake story. Look at the anonymous sources that we don't have. Don't look at video footage. Don't believe your own eyes. Up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. War is peace, freedom is slavery. Don't you dare critically think, or else that's against the speech laws. Don't ask questions, that's anti-science. Just believe the government health bureaucrats and whatever we say against Trump, and then you'll be on the good team. I mean, don't question the government, and don't question health officials. Do you remember the food pyramid? Eat lots of bread and milk. Yeah. That's a great idea. And then I'll go watch television with the high fructose corn syrup commercials while you lock me out of my gym as the country gets more obese and domestic and child abuse spikes. Oh yeah, that's really good for my health. I'm so sorry for using my brain and actually working out and taking care of myself. Let me just watch the pill and soda commercials. That'll be really good for me. But that's the story for today. Just a quick insight to how deceptive, dishonest, and literally completely opposite of reality the media is. They're like magicians who make left, right, right, left, down, up, down, and just viciously attack anybody that's smart, honest, healthy, and mentally stable. Let me know what you think in the comment section. God bless you. And if you like my hats, God bless, you can get one at godblesshats.com or dreamrare.com. So far, people are loving it. I also have anomaly shirts that look like this. You'd look good in it, hopefully, I think. But if none of that interests you, stay tuned and I'll be back with more videos soon.